Hey guys, I'm jumping in here. I'm getting a quick video done for you guys for this weekend. Got a lot going on with the new company, a lot of stuff we're building. Want to get back to work and get that stuff done, but I don't want to leave you guys out. There's a lot going to be happening around the 1st, maybe just a little bit after, with the launch of a ton of new social media for you guys. So a lot of new information coming out, a lot of new stuff. So keep your eyes out for that. Now, in the meantime, I want to welcome you into an idea that I've been thinking about. Well, not that I've been thinking about, I've been watching a lot in clients and in people around the world. And that idea is about giving. That most people don't understand what real giving is and how powerful it is. What real giving does, and how real giving weeds out the gold diggers, weeds out people that are manipulative, weeds out people that are controlling, and actually gets you tons of success. Most people don't know how to really give. They give to get, they give to manipulate, they give to control, and they don't even realize they're doing it. And in that, they get really taken advantage of sometimes, especially the nice guys. So if you want to break this pattern, stay tuned and watch the rest of this video. We're going to dive in. I'm going to talk about it a little bit and break down some of how it works and the principles behind it. So we're going to dive in. I'm going to talk about it. But before I do, I want to invite you to like, subscribe, and share, and definitely comment in the video. I love those comments. I got a lot of comments to get back to. I'm going to get back to them really soon. So what is giving about? How does giving work? Well, to understand giving, we got to understand, in this context, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down to 3 types of energies. And I'm going to use releasing in the emotional scale. If you have an emotional scale, definitely check it out. We'll put one up here on the screen to illustrate this. So first, you got to understand the emotional scale. The emotional scale starts with apathy, grief, and fear. Then it goes to lust, anger, pride. Then it goes to courage, acceptance, and then love and peace. And if you expand out into Hawkins' work, beyond Lester Levinson's work, it goes even further. And there's neutrality and willingness and everything above courage. Freedom starts to happen at the level of courage. Your life starts to change radically at the level of courage. But most people, a good chunk of people, about half, are operating below the level of courage. And when I work with clients over 6 months, I notice a lot of clients, when they relate to the thing they most want to change in their life, the deepest thing inside of them, the thing that hurts the most, in this case for a lot of my clients, it's women, they go all the way down to the bottom of the scale: apathy, grief, and fear. Now, at the level of apathy, grief, and fear, at the lowest level of energy on that scale, there's going to be an energy, an embodiment-like energy that you give out of trying to get from the world. There's going to be like a poor me, fix me, save me. I see it in clients all the time. They get into an event with me, and here's all my problems. Fix me. I'm broken. Look at all the people that have hurt me. My mother did this. My father did this. I've got this condition. I've been diagnosed with this. Oh, my whole life sucks. Blame, blame, blame. And they play this blame game with the world. And there's a sense of poor me, poor me. It's a really tough energy, but you can literally feel that person pulling on the world and begging for the world to save them at the extreme levels. At a subtler level, there's like a trying to get, right? And so this not only shows up in your goals, but it shows up in your approaching. It shows up in the way you talk to a woman. It shows up in the way you flirt. You know, when you walk up to a woman at this level to flirt, or you go out to make a business deal, doesn't matter what it is, and you say, hi, I just wanted to meet you. Instead of it being, hi, I just want to meet you, with freedom from outcome, it's, hi, what's your name? I just didn't want to bother you. There's an apology for being, because you feel broken inside at that level of consciousness. So you're not really being giving. You might take the actions of being giving. Here, let me buy you a drink. Please like me. Here, let me give you a compliment so you'll like me. You're trying to get something out of that person, and you're pulling on them. You're really pretty. And I've seen people, they raise their voice like that. Matter of fact, I remember this. One of the worst I ever saw was this guy in a restaurant. It was in New York, and me and my buddy were hanging out there. And this guy walked over to these 2 beautiful, kind of drunk Asian ladies, and there was hardly anybody in there, but they were attractive. They were sitting off to the side over here. And he walks over, and he's like, walks up gingerly, and he's like, excuse me, I don't want to bother you. And he leans back, and he's like, I just thought you ladies were really pretty, and there's a part of him pleading for validation. Don't hurt me. I'm scared of you. I don't want to bother you. I might upset you. I'm a bad person, potentially, or I'm a bothering person. I'm an annoying person. I don't want to be a creep. I don't want to bother you. But so the presupposition in all of that subconsciously is that I'm not good enough. And at some level, he doesn't feel good enough. So he's being gingerly. He's being careful. He's being, I don't want to bother you. So they react in kind. They giggle. They laugh at him. And then they go, it's okay. And he's like, well, do you want to join us over here? And I want to acknowledge this guy. He's trying hard. He's facing his stories as they come up, and he's going for it. But he doesn't realize he's got this subcommunication going on of apology, and it's just not attractive to anybody, women or men. Okay? If a woman does that to you, it's still not attractive, even if she does it back to you. Okay? That's at the lowest levels. And I'm really simplifying this. Remember that. I'm really simplifying this. It goes much deeper. Apathy, grief, and fear. At apathy, you're kind of numb. Hi, my name's Brian. Like, you know, you're really pretty. Grief, it's kind of like, hi, my name's Brian. There's almost a crying out. And fear, there's hi, what's your name? You know, just wanted to meet you. And there's a worry running on in the background of the mind. And it's all comes through the facial expressions, the vocal tones, the subcommunication, the way you stand, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you move. And all of it is saying, please, you know, I'm trying to protect myself. And it all comes across in the approaches. It comes across in sales. It comes across in anything you're doing in life. So the next phase is in that lust, anger, pride category. Now, if you look at the nature of lust, anger, and pride, what happens at that level? You begin to reach out to the world, right? You begin to go, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to push. I'm going to force. So that's the level of push, force, effort. I'm going to take this square peg and I'm going to jam it in that round hole. And it's going to work, damn it. And my whole life works through force, right? And you think that force gets you results because it seems to. I'm just going to go out and I'm going to approach 100. I used to do this, by the way. I'm going to go out and approach 20 women a night all weekend long, 25 women a night, and get over all my approach anxiety. Push, 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 force, force, force. And sure enough, I would hit flow states where I didn't care what people thought of me, and I'm flowing, and I get some girls responding, and it's draining. I get burned out. I'm like laying in bed, but I think I broke through. I did it. I got through to a flow state through all the force. I'm going to be cured. And then the next weekend, the pain, the fear is worse than ever before. The body remembers all that pushing and that forcing and that efforting, and it just doesn't want to do it again. And eventually I'm like, oh, I know I can get there, but is it worth it? Fight, 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 and then a little win. Fight, 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 a little win. And that's that forcing category, lust, anger, and pride, right? And there's nothing wrong with a little bit of force. You've got to effort a little bit in life to grow, but you don't want to effort too much. If you're in the gym and I'm going to push, I might push once a month really hard, once every week. You know, I don't want to overdo it because I'm going to burn out. And when I push and I can bench press 150 pounds, I'm not going to put another 50 pounds on the weight and then push my way through it and have a spotter helping me and think I'm actually doing that much better and then expect to suddenly be able to lift that weight the next week. It just doesn't work that way. You grow incrementally. So at that phase, you're going to effort, you're going to push, you're going to fight to get ahead. And then there's either going to be one of two things that's going to happen. You're going to pull back and you're going to be like, oh, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, not want to leave. And you're going to lose your consistency. Push, 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 quit. Push, 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 quit. Or number two, you're going to push, 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 finally have a moment of surrender where the mind changes. And then you're like, wow, all that effort caused me to grow. But the truth was it was the surrender that caused you to grow. The effort built the pressure, then you had the surrender. And if you build a habit of, I've got to have months of pressure and push, 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 and then a little surrender, it's going to be a lot of work. And you're going to effort your way to the top. And you're going to have a hell of a hero's journey. You're going to tell everybody how much you suffered, how you hustled, and how you fought to get ahead. Okay? And now how are women going to perceive you when you approach from this place of being, from this place of force and effort? Hi, my name's Brian. What's yours? Oh, I just had to come over and meet you. There's going to be a force in the process. The next woman, hey, what's up? How you doing? There's going to be a wall on your heart. You might be called a player a lot. Hey, what's up, baby? You look good. Look at you. It might be good. It might be, that's on the better side of force. On the worst side of force, it might be, hi, you look like trouble. And there'll be a rush, no emotional expression, a push, a force, right? A reactiveness. And then you run to the next woman, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Where are you from? Oh, tell me more about that. And she's just like, this guy's not relating to me at all. On the better side, it's like, hey, what's up? What's your name? Hey, look at you. You look good. And there'll be a little dance. That's more on the pride side. That's more on there's a little bit of courage in that, a little bit of flow. So it does get better results, but it still ultimately fails. Then the last part is when you start to get up into courage, true courage. And in true courage, excuse the pun, I didn't mean it. I threw that in without even realizing it. In true courage, you start to open your heart. And instead of pushing energy on people, you're offering energy to people. You're letting them in. You become truly giving. So at this level of communication, I walk up to women, and instead of going, hey, how you doing? My name's Brian. I just want to come meet you. Push, push, push a little bit. And I start to relax back into my back, like I talk about my masculine embodiment, link in the description video. That's a really good video that talks about this. And you let them in. Also the vulnerability walks. We'll put a link in for that one too. And you let them in. And instead of it being like, hi, my name's Brian. I just had to come meet you. There's something about you. You're interesting. It becomes more like I open my heart, I relax, and I go, hi, my name's Brian. What's your name? Yeah, I just saw you over there, and I had to come meet you. There's something about you. Or or how's your day going? Matter of fact, usually when I walk up, I don't need a real reason. I'm just like, the last time I did it here at a Flora, I walked up to somebody here. I was just like, hi, what's your name? I've seen you around. And I just let her in. And there was this nice moment, and we talked for a while. Oh, really? Tell me more about that. Genuine curiosity from the heart. Interesting. You have these pauses, these moments of silence where you take each other in. You're not in a rush to say something because you're too busy feeling each other with your heart, with your stomach. So where are you from? Interesting. And that's more giving. It's more giving because you're letting her in. You're letting her see who you are. You're giving her space to feel safe with you by seeing your heart, by seeing your stomach. Now, let's say I become giving and I buy her a drink. Who cares? Buy her a drink if you want to. If you are doing it to get something from her, don't. If you're doing it because you truly like giving, hey, let me buy you a drink. I'm really enjoying spending time with you. And you mean it, do it. Just don't be attached to something in return. If you get something, great. And enjoy it. Like really enjoy it. Like if she leans in. Matter of fact, you can even enjoy the idea that I want to get to know you. I'm just not attached to it. Like, I'm going to give you the gift of my attraction. You are beautiful. Look at you. I really would love to get to know you better. There's just something about you. And that can be really real and giving. But no attachment to return. I don't know. Okay. Well, that's perfectly fine. Or, I'll see her again tomorrow, maybe. Or maybe you'll just let it go and the woman at the table next to her sees you and it's like, that guy's interesting, which I've had happen more than once. While flirting with one woman, I've had another woman start to get attracted and start to hit on me. And it's because of that giving nature. Here's the other thing, is that some guys are scared of being really giving with a woman, opening their heart, letting them in, because they have insecurities in their heart and they're afraid of getting attached. But if you don't ever open your heart, you can't heal those insecurities. You need to open your heart to heal those insecurities. It's just the way it goes. So we want to get those insecurities out. And the next thing, if you become giving right from the beginning, I want to take you to dinner and buy you a nice dinner, take you out, have a good time. Or I want to take you on a walk and I'm going to invest in you, but I'm going to do it from a completely unattached place. What you're going to notice really quickly is who she really is deep down inside. If she's a gold digger and she sees that you're really open, she's going to start trying to get more out of you. And if you're really aware, you're unattached to outcome, you don't have any sense that you need her for validation, what's going to happen? You're going to see all of this within a week, 2 weeks. You're going to move on. You're going to see all her games right up front, how she reacts, how she tries to get more out of you, how she tries to manipulate you. It's not going to take months. See, these gold diggers will play on nice guys. Nice guys will play this game where they're going to give a little, get a little back, give a little, and it takes months to get through that cycle of, let me give you a little more and see what you do. And then in that time, she's reading you, figuring it out, figuring out how to get inside of you. And then she's figuring out how to take control of those insecurities because you're defending your heart she knows unconsciously deep down inside that you've got these insecurities that she can manipulate and start to control and play with. And if that process takes months, how much money do you really end up investing as she hooks in a little bit more and you're like, well, let me buy you a little more. Let me do this because I kind of like her. She's really hot. I'm trying to get more from her. And she realizes that she can control you with her sexuality, with her femininity, all that kind of stuff. But if you're free from outcome, you've healed that wounded heart, you've kept it open, you're giving, within a week or two, you'll be like, hey, look what she's doing. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Move on. I'm out of here. And what I work with is people that become giving in return. What I date is people that become giving in return. When I'm working with a client, I'm working on teaching them to learn to authentically be giving from an unattached place and to learn to let go fast when it's just not working. I've seen this before. Like a secure attached man, he's going to go out with a beautiful woman, but she's manipulative, and he's going to be like, yep, been down this road before. I've seen this. I think we should separate. And she's going to be shocked. She's like, guys don't, I'm really hot. Guys don't do that. Yeah, it's not my thing. And you're going to draw even more powerful, more beautiful, more magnetic, and more giving women in return. And when you get a truly giving woman that wants to give to you and feed your masculine and empower it, you're going to be able to go out and conquer the world, man. So think about this for a little bit. If you really start to live from courage and above, and you really start to become giving, yeah, wanting return, enjoying the return, but not being attached to the return, then you truly become powerful as a man. So hopefully this video wasn't too bouncy today. I'm holding it with one hand. My shoulder's sore from working out. I don't have my normal thing here, but it seems to be working. So remember, there's a lot of new material coming soon. Definitely keep an eye out for that. Check out brianvasion.com. Sign up to the mailing list. And definitely comment below. I want to hear your comments on this. This one may trigger some people because a lot of men are terrified to be giving. I'm going to get so taken advantage of. And they really get attached to being needy. Some guys, I was super attached to being needy. So I really want to hear your comments. And so we can all learn together. And with that said, remember, only the courageous really live. I'll see you in the next video.